Good evening and welcome to Housing Issues. I'm your host, Bathsheba Wyatt Draper, and I'm from Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, where we help people buy, fix, and keep their homes. I am so excited to be with you today. For the past couple of months that I've been able to be on the show, I've talked to you about a warning about some government programs for people who are in the process of maybe losing their homes or having a problem paying their mortgage that the government has set up that would be ending December 31st, 2016. Now that's the not so good news. But I want to spend most of my time today talking about the good news. I want to talk about two new programs that actually started today. And they are the Hardest Hit Fund and the other is iRefi. Now I'm going to keep the overhead up a little longer than I normally would because I want you to be able to get your pen and paper so you can write down information. This is the Hardest Hit Fund. I hope that I can answer most of your questions. If not, you can feel free to call my agency, Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, at 773-329-4010, or you can call the Hardest Hit Fund and I will give you their information. First, let's talk about what the Hardest Hit Fund is. It is being administered by IDA, the Illinois Housing Development Authority. This year, IDA was awarded over $269 million of funding to expand its Hardest Hit Fund program. You see, we had the Hardest Hit program before, and thousands of people were able to save their homes with the funds. We hope to do that much and more this year. Now, what is a qualifying hardship? In order to qualify for the Hardest Hit Fund, you have to have an at least 15% reduction in income, and you have to have one of the qualifying hardships. These are the first two steps in order to qualify. Now, I'm going to go over the list of what these hardships are. Unemployment, underemployment, decreased loss in business income, loss of income due to disability or health-related event, death of spouse or title holder, divorce of spouse or the title holder. What are other eligibility criteria? Glad you asked. They are: the property needs to be located in Illinois, the primary residence of applicant and title holder, the property is owner occupied, the property is a single family, multiple family, 4-unit max. It can be a townhouse, condominium, mobile home on a permanent foundation. Household must have experienced a 15% reduction in income. The household income cannot exceed 120% of the area median income. Household liquid assets cannot exceed $17,500. The loan must be secured by a first lien position. Home equity loans are accepted if in first position. Unpaid principal balances must not exceed $500,000. Loan must be a fixed rate or adjustable. No interest only or negative amortization loans. And your lender must be participating in the Hardest Hit Fund program and willing to accept payments on applicants' behalf. Applicants must not have been convicted of a mortgage-related felony in the last 10 years. Now, what types of assistance do they have? Effective today, they start accepting applications today for households that are eligible and get approved. The Hardest Hit Fund offers two types of assistance. The Hardest Hit assistance cannot exceed 12 months or the $35,000 allegation. The reinstatement assistance is a one-time payment for all mortgage arrearages, fees, and penalties. That's the reinstatement assistance. The next is the monthly mortgage payment assistance program, which pays 100% of monthly mortgage payments for up to 12 months. Now, the RA, which is the Reinstatement Act, and the monthly mortgage payment assistance reinstatement can reinstate the mortgage and pays 100% of monthly mortgage payments for up to 12 months. Now I'm going to put this on the screen so you can kind of look over while I continue to talk and answer some questions, because this is very important. I think the most important thing I need to stress is that the $35,000 is a forgivable loan, which means you don't have to pay it back. So I'm going to put this on the overhead so you can look at it while I go over some of the other parts of the program. I hope you can see it. What type of loan is this? This is a 5-year forgivable loan. A lien will be recorded against the property, and the total amount disbursed by either is forgiven over the 5-year loan term, starting from the date you signed the loan agreement. Funds may have to be repaid to either if you sell your home at a profit or refinance during the 5-year period. Okay, so this is a 5-year forgivable loan. Should you sell your house for a profit or refinance, you may be required to pay either some of the money back. So I want to just go over this again, that this is a program, the hardest hit program, that has up to $35,000 for eligible homeowners to help them catch up on their mortgage and become current again. Remember, it's a forgivable loan for 5 years. Now you're probably wondering, well, how do I apply? I'm glad you asked. How do you apply? You start with a free application on the internet. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like. This is what the application will look like when you go to the internet. So you go here and you follow the instructions. You will have to log in, which means you're going to have an email address, and you're going to have a password. It is required. So you want to make sure that you start here. This is where you'll go when you click on the website. You'll go here first. Now, each applicant is assigned a HUD, a Hardest Hit Fund sponsored agency, or you can choose one. Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago is one of the sponsors agencies, and we will help to ensure that your application is complete and meets program requirements. If you meet all of the program requirements, your counselor will submit your application to IDA for review and underwriting. How long does it take to get approved once you start the application? Well, the average length time frame for a household is 120 days, so it's going to take about 4 months. The approval process includes 5 steps. Homeowner completes the application online. Remember, I told you you're going to have to do that online. An assigned sponsor agency collects all of the required documents and reviews for eligibility. So, for instance, if you came to NHS, you would be assigned a housing consultant who would then work with you to review your documents to make sure that you have everything ready to submit. Then the Hardest Hit Fund staff will review all documents and the underwrite application. Then the Hardest Hit Fund submits to the mortgage servicer to make payments. And then homeowners complete the closing process. Now, one of the things that you need to know is that the lender has to be in the program and has to be willing to accept the money from the Hardest Hit Fund on your behalf. Okay? Submit applications do not guarantee funding. There may be insufficient funds to support all applicants. This is so true. That's why I'm so excited that I'm able to share this with you today, because today is the first day and you can get started tomorrow. Remember, in the process, they're going to ask you, do you have an agency that you like to work with? If not, they will pick one for you. But I want you to feel free to click on Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago. We'll be more than happy to work with you. Now, the next thing you need to know is that you should continue to pay your mortgage during your application process. Don't avoid talking to the lender because you've applied. Tell your lender that you are working with a sponsor agency to apply for the Hardest Hit Fund. Attend all your court dates. Prioritize your debts and reduce your expenses. Talk to relatives, friends, or someone at your place of worship. Although this is a difficult subject to discuss, family and friends may be willing to help you through this situation. Now, Some of you applied for the hardest hit fund before and got denied. Here's some more good news. You can reapply. You cannot reapply if you got the hardest hit fund last time. So if you applied and you got the funding, that's it. You cannot reapply. But if you were denied, you can reapply. So when you talk to your person at whatever agency you decide to go with, you let them know that you applied before, and they'll be able to work with you to make sure that you get all of the accurate and relevant information together to submit your new application, and hopefully things can work out in your favor this time. So again, this is the hardest hit fund. I have it in English, and I want to show it to you in Spanish for my people of Spanish descent who can share it with their friends and family, because the $35,000 is for everyone who qualifies or until the funds run out. Now, last time we had the hardest hit fund, we used every penny. I am so excited. The number of people is just great because people were having such a hard time. And the beauty of this program is that it helps you with up to $35,000 for 12 months, and you do not have to pay it back. I'm going to say that again. You do not have to pay it back. So as soon as you can, I want you to take advantage of this. Now, here is the email address. I'm also going to show it to you on the screen. It's www.illinoishardesthit.org. It's up here. It's www.illinoishardesthit.org. You can go there tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and start your application process. At least go and get started so you can make sure that you understand what you need, and you can pick an agency so that they can start working with you. So again, that's www.illinoishardesthit.org. It's a wonderful program. It's a wonderful opportunity to turn things around for you and your family. But as always, you have to be willing to put in the work. You have to do what needs to be done in order to position yourself to get what it is that you need. Those of us in Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago are excited. We worked with a lot of people the last time around to help them get the money that they needed, and we would love to help you. So whether you pick Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago or not, pick somebody so that you can have somebody working with you. It's going to be required. So again, when you're filling out the application, you'll get to a point where they will either recommend the agency to you based on where you live, or you can pick your own. So if you were to pick NHS, you just say Neighborhood Housing Services, and then they will add it on there, and then you will be contacted. Okay? So that's the hardest hit fund. That is just a fabulous thing. I am so excited about it. Now, that's one of the programs that they have. They have another program because for a long time, homeowners' homes were underwater and they couldn't get refinanced. Well, that's about to change. Here's a new program that's just getting started called iRefi. Sinking in an underwater mortgage. Now listen to this. The iRefi program offers up to $50,000 in federal assistance to buy down your mortgage and refi your loan into an affordable loan. Isn't that something? $50,000. That'll help a lot of people. Now I'm going to go slowly through what the program's highlights are. And some of these things, if you have more questions, you can contact the lenders, because I'm going to actually put the list of lenders up now so that you can be looking, because these are the lenders who are working in the program. Let's see the best way to do this. Let me see if I can make this a little closer for you. Well, that's a little too close. Okay. I'm doing the best I can trying to get it to you so that you can see. All right, here we go. These are the lenders that will be working the iRefi program. I'm hoping that you can see everybody's name. And let's see if I can get their email address in here. Well, at least let me give you the banks. And what you can do is choose one. contact them and let them know you're interested in the I-Refi program. Now, it's available for homeowners with at least 110% of LTV. That's loan to value. Must be a 1 or 2 unit owner-occupied property with a free and simple title. No manufacturing housing permit. Must be current in existing mortgage. Income must be within either applicable limits. New limits go into effect today. When you contact the lender, whoever they have working the program will be able to explain to you what those are. Your credit score must be at or above 640. If 95.0% or higher requires loan to value, requires a 680. And for FHA, it requires a 660. Again, when you contact whatever lender you choose on this list, to contact them and tell them you're interested in the I-Refi, they will designate someone to work with you and to help you understand better what you need. So again, the program highlights are up to $50,000 in principal curtailment and refinance. This is a 3-year forgivable loan period. That's $50,000 for 3 years. Rate and term refinance to a 30-year fixed mortgage. There are income limits, and you can get those when you contact any one of those lenders on the list. And funds are limited. They expect to help up to 1,800 eligible households. Do what you can to make yourself one. And if you have any questions, or if you don't see a lender on there, or if your lender is not on there, you can always call 1-877-456-8656, and they can let you know about how your lender can become a participant, or if your lender may have signed up after this sheet came out, so you can get more information. Okay. The rate and term refinance to a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. We talked about that. It can be a FHA, USDA, or VA. It must be insured by FHA and guaranteed by the VA or SDA. Or carry private mortgage insurance as may be required. Homeownership counseling is required. I need to look you in the face to say that. Homeownership counseling is required. We do that every week at NHS on different days of the week. So you can always go to our website and you can click on Learn. Well, I take that back. Buy. There you go. Home buyer education, you would highlight, and then it'll talk to you about the different steps. It'll show you how to sign up by giving you the calendar and showing you where the classes are and when and where they meet. Home ownership classes are required for this particular program. That's the I-Refi. And that's so that you become a more informed consumer. It's important that you understand what you're getting into. Okay? No manual underwriting, and that's not something that necessarily will affect you. That you would know about, but once again, whatever lender you go with, they can explain that to you. Post assistance DTI. Debt to income ratio is 45% or less. Post assistance LTV must be less than 90% and no greater than 97%. Up to $50,000 to reduce first mortgage to acceptable LTV. And you might be able to get the additional $35,000 if you can that can be provided to borrowers who receive the hardest hit assistance through HELP, for a total of $85,000 to eligible borrowers. That is a lot of money. So again, this is the I-Refi program, and this program is set up for those who are underwater, and it comes with the requirements occurring on your mortgage. You have to qualify through a participating lender, and these are the lenders' names that you see on the screen now. These are all of the lenders that are participating. So You could contact one of them, and I hope you're able to see their email addresses, if not their websites. And not at least you can see the lease, the lender's name. You can write it down and look it up later. Again, this program is the iRefi. So this is one of the 2 new programs that IDA has to help people stay in their homes. Now, as I said earlier, both of these programs started today. So you've got plenty of time. Tomorrow would be a great day to get started. At least start the process. Contact one of the lenders. You can call NHS Chicago. We'll be more than happy to give you some information. Or you can go online and start filling out your application tomorrow. The money's not going to last forever. You're not the only person in need. But right now, you may be the only one that knows about it. Or one of the few. Oh, they've had marketing campaigns, and I'm quite sure the information has been out before. But as always, it never seems to reach the people who really need it. And so those of you who are watching today, I really hope that you take advantage of this information. Apply for the Hardest Hit Fund. Apply for the iRefi. Work with a housing counseling agency to help you help yourself. That's what we do. The home ownership classes that are required for the iRefi, you can find on NHS's website. Click Buy and then Homeowners Education, and you can see when our classes are and when they're available. Start now. Don't wait till the last minute. You know you're going to need them. So take them as soon as possible. Sign up tomorrow. Go to the website and see when the next classes are available. Let's hit the ground running in the morning. For the Hardest Hit Fund and the iRefi, both of them are very important programs designed to help you. Now, the problem is when we don't take advantage of this type of money that came from the Department of Treasury and we have to give it back, that sends the wrong message. The message should never be that we don't need it, because we all need it. So there's no excuse now. Now that you know, if you can't use the information, pass it on to somebody. So again, this is the Hardest Hit Fund. The Hardest Hit Fund, that's the name of it right there. And there's the website where you can go on and apply. And the other program is the iRefi. It offers $50,000 in federal assistance to buy down your mortgage and refi you into an affordable loan. That's a wonderful thing. So again, I'm here from Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago, and I want to talk to you about what it is that we do. We buy, fix, and keep the homes. That's what we do. We work with you in all areas of home ownership, as well as some other programs. Let me just take you to the website right quick so I can just show you what we do. All right, here we are at Buy Homes. Okay, so we have the home buyer's education classes that you can take. Then we have Fix, talk about home repair loans and construction services. And then Keep, foreclosure intervention, view refinance options and foreclosure intervention. And then Learn How. Learn from resources and Live. These are some of the areas in which we have offices: Auburn Gresham, Chicago Lawn, NHS of Fox Valley, North Lawndale, Roseland, South Suburban, West Humboldt, and Woodlawn. We're somewhere close to you. And so you can feel free. Please accept my invitation to come by and let us help you create the change that you need in your life. Now again, I want to just go over this. I want to make sure you saw this. This is the there you go, the iRefi. For those who are underwater, I want to make sure you can see that. That's the iRefi. Now, the number and the website for it is www.ihda.org/iRefi, one word. Or you can call 1-877-456-8855. 8656. Now, this is not the program. We don't administer this program at NHS. That's why I gave you the list of the lenders, because you have to go through the lender for the I-refi. But we do the hardest hit fund. And as I indicated, there will be a part in your application process where they will either ask you, do you have an agency you want to work with, or they will find one for you that's close by. It's your option. Don't wait. The process for the hardest hit can take up to 4 months. So, let's get started tomorrow. Don't wait. Go to your computers and start the process right away. Again, I want you to see where you go to apply. So I'm going to put this sign up here again, the overhead. That's the hardest hit fund. And so for today, I want you to get started, because this could be the change for the rest of your life, for you and your family. I am so excited, and I am so grateful to have had this opportunity on behalf of Neighborhood Housing Services of Chicago to come to you and bring this information. Hopefully, if you can't use it, you will share it with someone else. We look forward to helping you help yourself, because that's what we do. We try to motivate, educate, and empower through knowledge. So until next time, please feel free to give me a call at 773-329-4010. I'm Miss Draper if you need more information. But please visit these websites, visit these lenders, and do all that you can, because your today that can be a better tomorrow if you use the information that you've been given. So until next month, be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your summer. I look forward to seeing you then. Again, my name is Bathsheba Wyatt Draper, and I have been your host for the show today.